the stretch we come, the last days of the year, I am like a paper champion right now. Hey, look, if I knew Ripple was going to go to $2 in 2 weeks, I would have, did whatever I had to do to open up as many possible accounts as I can right now. Right now I have 3 accounts. I've got the Coinbase, I got the, I don't want to give you the wrong, Binance, or I don't know how to pronounce it, and I got Steve. Steve is where my money's at. And Steve is not even in the country right now because Steve is doing a worldwide Bitcoin seminar. So right now, if I wanted to sell my Ripple, I don't even know if I could get in touch with Steve. So look, I'm looking at this as the big bang, all right? I missed out. Everybody missed out, right? Think about it. A lot of people are talking about it. How many people that are talking about it actually own some sort of cryptocurrency? Maybe 1%. So imagine it's the big bang. Poof. And it just blew up. You missed the first initial explosion, right? But if we're going to believe that this is the wave of the future, the Big Bang will now carry everything into infinite space and time. And the universe will be ever expanding, and the Bitcoin cryptocurrency world will continue to expand. Which one is legitimate? Again, Bitcoin being the grandfather of them all, that's the most legitimate apparently. Then you got the Litecoin, the Ethereum, and then what I liked was how Ripple was explained to me, and it was only 70 cents. And remember, it was 15 cents, and the only reason I bought it was because of a Grateful Dead song and the bad drink Ripple. And just based on my stock trading prowess and knowing penny stocks and how stocks trade and how financial instruments trade, if it got past 50 cents, you had to figure it was going to $1. So at 71, 72, 73, 74, 75 cents, I figured, hey, let me get in here before it goes to $1. And if it breaks $1, where's it going? 2. And now that it broke 2, where's it going? 2.50. If it breaks 2.50, people, we're going to $5 on the Ripple. Ain't no way I'm selling it. I just bought more, my friends, at 183. Come on. I just exchanged the Bitcoin for some more Ripple. Now I'm down to, what am I down to? 0.003875 Bitcoin. And I'm going to have about $2,000, $3,000 worth of Ripple. So it's all about Ripple right now. And if I had some music to put on, I would put on Ripple. But I really wasn't here to talk about Ripple because, again, I'm a paper champion right now. Means nothing. If I can't get in touch with Steve and I want to sell it right now, I can't sell it. You know, my first $700 in Ripple was with Steve. Steve. So now, again, also, by the way, the Bitcoin is just insane. I bought the Bitcoin again on the dip at 13,750, something like that. Within 2 seconds, it was at 13.5. I was down 250 points, not officially dollars, because I don't have one full coin. But it was down $250 in 2 or 3 minutes, and then rebounded $1,000. How do you deal with that? Oh my God. I just want to believe that we're on the start of the new generation. I want to be part of it in some way. So Ripple's where I'm going. I have basically, you know, a 300th of a Bitcoin at this point left. It's mostly Ripple now. So God bless the Ripple. Wow. But more importantly, the market's ending off on a sour note right here. I mean, the volatility, by the way, for all you guys, the market has not been good over the last couple of weeks, right? But where's volatility gone? Nowhere but down. So I don't want to hear this thing about how you're going to make money trading volatility when the market pulls back. Because sometimes the market pulls back and does nothing, and volatility still falls. Now, again, I still think there's going to be 3 or 4 significant moments where volatility will come back in 2018. These are just predictions coming out of my ass. But I do have 3 or 4 dates significant according to my hieroglyphics that I use. And of course, most importantly, earnings season's coming along. I'll be trading earnings reports. And if you guys want to see what an earnings reversal, 1-minute multi-day VWAP earnings negative contrary reversal pattern looks like, which is the one that makes us money 90% of the time. Let me show you. It's the 1 minute multi-day VWAP contrary reversal pattern. Is nothing better. I'm not going to explain the whole thing right now, but there's nothing better. It works for us 90% of the time. About a year ago, we had 99% worked. So that was insane. And sometimes you only get 12 of them, 15. And out of 75,000 stocks to choose from, if you can only come up with 15 trades, but those 15 trades were monsters. So right now, we're just watching some of these, high-flying stocks disintegrate, like the what? Our target for tape is 2250, and it's about to hit 2250. You got to be kidding me. Wow. I just started making this video. The stock was still 23.90. It just went to 2250. 2250, boys. Woo-hoo-hoo. And there's your 2250, kid. Yeah. Anyway, you can't make this stuff up. Plus, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a Google Live. So I'm going to be live in the chat room. I'm going to be live on Google or YouTube, or however it is. So if you guys don't want to take the extra step coming into the chat room, you're going to probably be able to hear me live at some point during the day. I'll make videos. I'll do the chat room. But the only thing you're not going to be able to see is the screen. So again, if you guys want to make your way to the room, like I said, it's free. And within 2 or 3 weeks, you'll know if you want to stay. And then we talk about whether or not you want to become a full-fledged member and, really get into it. So what I try to do is it's not stock picking, okay? It's showing you how I find my stocks and developing strategy revolving around reversals and the old way I used to trade met with the VWAP coupled with your knowledge of sentiment and time of day and volume, knowing what type of stocks you're in, knowing the situation you're in, the time of day, really important. And, if you think you're going to take one class and become a trader, you're lying to yourself. You think you're going to read a book and learn how to trade? No way. So save all your money. Don't do any classes unless that class is leading you into hanging out with me. Because I'll show you VWAP and I'll show you the strategy, and you'll take away from a class some idea of what it's like. But to see it work every day is where it starts to sink into your brain while surrounded by traders who are already using it and giving their 2 cents about it. So again, I've built a community. It's a small, tight-knit group. We've got more members that even show up in the room now because, obviously the SVXY guy's never coming back. The Alibaba guy's never coming back. I had a couple of guys that just did not want to, stop trading UVXY on the long side. They're not coming back. So there is a revolving door. Our main members are, basically staying with us. But like I said, if you follow the rules, like this GCAP short on the pullback, on the spike, and then the rollover, this is how you do it. There are rules to this thing. If you follow the rules, you'll survive. And then the next question is, can you thrive? Surviving is one thing. That's grinding it out. You can make a little bit of money. But thriving, get yourself to that point where $250 a day is easy, and then you got your $300, $400, $500 days, which then morph into $1,000 days. And then that morphs into some option trading, which then turns into holding some positions, and then maybe some more option trading. And next thing you know, you're at the $1,000 average, and that's about $250,000 a year. So, and if you're sitting in your underwear doing this all, and you don't have to get a real job, making $250,000 sitting in your own home without having to leave and have your own boss is kind of way to go. So anyway, there's GCAP, nice revisit trade as we call it, and the what short down to 2250 was just insane. I don't think anybody had that one, but we were trading naked calls and puts on it, and this thing just accelerated down to the, again, momentum on the way up is the same as momentum on the way down. And as soon as this thing couldn't hold VWAP, we're talking around 2786 about an hour and a half ago, and then broke the low of the day, which was also coinciding with the number 25. So when it broke 25, I just assumed we were going to 2250, and that's where you just got to. And it just went down another 70 cents and spiked right back down to back up to 2250. So GCAP was an amazing one, and if you were here to see it, again, a lot of these videos, you know, you should just be poo-pooing it anyway because these are all after the fact again. Yeah, sure you did. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. But that's why I do it live. So for all you skeptics and guys, again, the password is in the description of the video. I'm not going to put it on the bottom here. Come on in. You know, today was boring. Boring as shit. But we found 3 or 4 trades. It was U.S. Steel to start the day on a short. And then I traded PGNX. Lost on it once, lost on it twice. Third one, made most of that money back. Then we had XNET, the gift that keeps on giving. Breaking 1485, broke 15, went to 1550. Fantastic trade. And now we got the GCAP, which was a revisit and not bad on this little short we got going on. I'm surprised we were able to short it. We did dump 90% of our wheat stocks today. We got stopped out at ACBFF, and I sold, I don't even want to tell you, I got 50 shares left now. So 50 shares of TMWJF, very annoying symbol to say. That's why I don't really say it too much. But getting smoked in DDD, still in this stock, but it's more of an investment. Obviously, I still like the Alibaba going into next year. Still got that. Getting hammered on it because, you know, I bought more calls, and the April calls are obviously, you know, took the wind out of my sails on that stock. But again, we rode it from 90 to 120 and then 150 to 175. And then we just got a little excited there with some, you know, 190 and 200 call spreads for April, which are not dead. I mean, they suck right now, but it's not over with. We put some MARK on the books. MARK is an interesting company. Not really a day trade right now, but man, it is fun to trade if you can get a short off on it. Because man, this stock rips back and forth for a little $9 stock. MARK, very interesting stock you want to be watching. Add a couple of different stocks to the watch list. ADMS, a new biotech we like. QURE, another biotech stock that we like. Been waiting for Juno, JUNO, to find us some love again, but that stock looks like it's just, you know, just disintegrating. And again, earnings season's coming. It's all we're going to be looking at, whatever reports. And then we talk about the sympathy trade and the you know, if you guys don't know what the sympathy trade is, it's very important to know during earnings season. In short, if one stock in a sector is doing well, generally it carries that sector for the day, which in theory, if you really go deep down into the whole idea of the sympathy trade, it doesn't even make any sense. Because, you know, let's say you've got 2 competing chip companies, right? Just because one chip company is doing well, why should that make the other chip company go up? If anything, in theory, maybe chip company A is taking share away from chip company B. So if chip company A is doing well, maybe chip company B is not doing well, but that's not how the trade works because I guess it's just not how it works. If chip company A is doing good, everybody just assumes, well, I guess chip company B is doing well too, so let's buy that stock also, which is complete bullshit. But guess what? The entire market's a bunch of bullshit. That's why buying Ripple was the most amusing trade probably I've done this year. I bought the Ripple because of a song, people. I don't want you to think that I'm some sort of crypto analysis guru here. Okay, it was breaking 75 cents, so I assumed it could go to $1. I said, let's buy the Ripple. It's 75 cents, and I love that song. I love Jerry and Eddie Murphy. It really was that, okay? And because that's the reason I bought it and it's working, that just points out how ridiculous this whole entire endeavor is. But you know what? The Big Bang Theory and how this could be the beginning of a whole new generation. Why wouldn't you want to be in on something that is this cutting edge, this amazing? And of course, just like the .coms, you had an amazing thing come to light with the internet and all these .coms. We had the crash, and then the real companies emerge and continue to do well. Don't forget, Akamai was a $80 stock that went to $3.80, and then it went to 30 cents, and now it's back to 60. So I mean, some of these stocks have had amazingly crazy rides over the last 17, 18 years. So is it great that Ripple's up this much since I bought it? Yeah, fantastic. Who cares? It's not changing my life. If I put in 70 grand in it and now it's at 200 grand, that would have been something I could have been rah-rahing. I got what do I got? I'm up $1,400 collectively on the whole thing. Woo! Baby. When it's at $30 and my $700 turns into $30,000 in 3 years, I'll be woo-hooing that shit. But right now, it's all paper money anyway. I'm not selling it. Even if I could sell it right now, Steve's in Poland, so I don't even know if I get in touch with him. So, again, Ripple. You gotta love it. And, you gotta love the market. You gotta love everything. But more importantly, be ready for a sell-off. I think we get one soon. And the first things we're getting the signs that the sell-off is here. The market's done, stop moving. And all we got is a bunch of bullshit running. What? And some weird biotech stocks and cock blockchain and all this bullshit. The only thing missing is volatility needs to come back. Watch the VIX, not your UVXY or your VXX. Watch the VIX itself /VX on your charts or whatever VIX, whatever you get, the VIX, the VIX, the real VIX. When that starts to move up, and it's going to move up when you don't, like, why is it moving up? That'll be your tell. We need the VIX to move higher. Obviously, UVXY will go along for the ride, but the VIX, UVXY, some sort of volatility has to come back in this market. And then maybe we just get a profit-taking sell-off, which could get us 2 or 3% in a heartbeat. And then the question is, where do we go from there? Next thing you know, it's earnings season. Who cares about what the market's doing? You're just going to be staying stock-specific anyway. Because, again, my best trade monetarily, percentage-wise, was Starbucks. If you would have told me 3 months before, a week before I traded that Starbucks that day, that Starbucks would be my best trade over these last 3 months, why? Why would I be? I never trade Starbucks. But that day where it gapped down, went green, bought some options at 11 cents, 14 cents, blew them out at 80 and $1.20, and almost caught that high at 180. That's what I like about trading. I don't know what's going to happen next. What? But I know if it's an earnings reversal, a contrary earnings reversal, that's a 1 minute multi-day VWAP contrary earnings reversal, and I catch one of those, if I catch one a week, I'm going to make money on it. So again, people want to know why. Oh, you give all this advice, but it doesn't seem like you trade a lot of ideas. You're right. Am I to be at fault for that or commended? I think commended. I want to just try to make money. All the other stuff is me grinding some stuff. You want to make a little money shorting Halo today on a blow-off top? Go ahead. What am I doing? I'm shorting 300 shares of Halo. It pulls back a quarter. I make 75 bucks. Woo! Big time. I'm waiting for earnings reversals where I could buy 50 calls, 100 calls, 500 calls or puts and make 30, 40 grand in one trade. And then I could go back to grinding it out and showing people. Because again, everyone's in a different ball. Everyone's in a different ball game. Maybe you're the guy that's just getting started and all you can do is grind. I'll show you how to do it. And then you'll get to the point where, all right, if you could take a $5,000 account and grind yourself out 5 grand, and next thing you know, you're up 100% on your portfolio, now you've got $300 or $400 to go on to get into some Starbucks reversals on an option play. And the next thing you know, maybe your 10 grand turns into 25,000 in a year and a half. By the way, GCAP 988. If you don't believe in the VWAP now, GCAP, my friends. Oh, Billy, we called it for 988 when the stock was breaking 1135. And oh, I think we're about to hit it, if it didn't hit it already. Wow. Hold on a second. That is unbelievable, kids. Where's my list? Here's your 15. Nope. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh! This is what keeps me coming back, because as many times as this shit happens, I'm amazed every time. So the short on GCAP was at 1135, and our be-all, end-all target was 988. Oh my Lord, look what it just did. That is amazing, and I'm amazed. And again, I'm out of this. I was out of this trade already, but you know, if you were sitting here milking this trade along with us, again, I was closing up shop a little bit earlier, and I missed the last, 40 cents on this trade, but simply outstanding how this stock, GCAP, followed every rule that I ever taught about anything in life in 20 years, all in one trade. So it's phenomenal. Range bound breakdown, VWAP reversals, half number, whole numbers, everything all in one stock right there, right to the 988 print. Insane, people. Insane. And that's what keeps me going, because that is just absolutely mind-blowing, to the point where it's just like, why wouldn't you believe going forward? So let me show you what I'm talking about. So the next time you see a stock doing what this GCAP did, you'll say, oh, this is one of those trades where I should cover along the way to take some profit, with my end target being here, and I'll put a stop here, and if I get stopped out, so be it, and blah, blah, blah. But then there was a moment where even if you got stopped out at the 1065 area, which is what happened with me, then it didn't get back above it. It became a short again at around 1036, looking for the 988. And that's insane. It's insane. It's insane. It's insane. It's insane. It's insane. And no matter how many times I say it's insane on a dumb video on YouTube, you need to witness this shit, people. It's insane. It's not like I drew that line there. That line told us where this stock was going to go. It's insane. All right. Have a good, happy new year. And blah, blah, blah. It's going to be the same shit. It's only 17 years that this has been working for me. VWAP, again, the Emperor showed it to me about 4 years ago, and it really has solidified my own ideas. Because, again, why not let VWAP tell me what's going to happen? I had a target of 1036 on this GCAP, and VWAP earlier was telling me, 1051 was where it probably was going to get to. So I was 14 cents off. But then the VWAP said 988, and look where that thing went to, 988. That's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, people. All right. Have a good new year and a happy one, and I'll be back here. We'll be getting rip-roaring live. And if you guys want to talk stocks at 1 o'clock in the morning with a drunk man, you'll know where to find me. See ya.